Hey everyone, so today we're going to have an interesting discussion about Dubai versus Panama. Because when you go online, you have all these people, these influencers, they're either going Panama, 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 others are going Dubai, Dubai, Dubai. Personally, I have residency here in Panama. I used to live in Oman for a while, so I used to go to Dubai on a regular basis. But Julien here, who has a very large French channel on e-commerce and internationalization, has been living here in Panama for a few years. He also lived in Dubai and actually went back and forth between the two. So it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster, right?
It was.
You were initially, I think let's just start this way. You were initially living in Panama, then you got tired of it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I'm off to Dubai. So why did you leave Panama and why did you move to Dubai?
Well, I think the trigger was the fact that COVID measures here were really restrictive, so it was a bit of pain at the end. We've been locked for 1 year here.
It was bad.
We were not able to go out of our apartment during 1 year. We were able to go out like twice a week, depending on the last number of the ID card. So it will be the time slot where you can go out. And women could go out 3 times a week, and men only twice. And it was just boring and not the life I was wishing by staying here in Panama. So it's a little bit of bad luck, let's say, because the previous year were really good. When I'm doing this video right now, it's 6 years almost I'm here. I'm in my 6th years. I had some great years before COVID, and then COVID hit. They became quite crazy here. They were really afraid of it. If you go in an airport, you know where is the flight for Panama. They're wearing hazmat suits. They were really super afraid of it. So yeah, I just got tired of it, and my brother was moving to Dubai because he has his company and business and employees there. So I wanted to stay next to my brother. So okay, it convinced me. I was not really wanting to go to Dubai, but let's try it. So yeah, I arrived, it was Disneyland, everything was open, everything was closed here, so big difference. So in the first few weeks, few months, it was nice. And at some point it evaporates, the fun and
the new gets old.
Yeah, basically after a few months, I just got back to a normal routine, and it's the same as a all-you-can-eat buffet. At the beginning, you're happy because wow, there is so much to do, blah blah blah. After you get back to your normal life, working in your apartment, and what matters is to have a nice place, nice view, nice friends, a group of friends, and nice restaurant. So yeah, at the end, you feel the premium you're paying for staying in Dubai doesn't worth it compared to staying in Panama.
I think you were sharing a bit earlier, you were spending, I think, $8,000 a month here in Panama versus how much in Dubai?
Roughly, here my expense for a month is between $6,000 to $8,000, more or less, every month. This is what I spend in rents and in eating out and stuff.
And we're here. We're in a big suite in a 5-star hotel. He lives full-time in a 5-star hotel.
I rent 2.
And he rents two suites. So for himself and his family, and still he's spending only $6,000 to $8,000 a month.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, maybe closer to 8,000. Not to give a wrong expectation. As a single man, yes, 5, 6. But as the family grow, yeah. So compare this to Dubai, it's tough to be under 15K, yes. My lifestyle in Dubai for the double of the price is 20% lower. I don't have the same view. I don't have the same service, the same quality of service. It's just not as good. And so we are comparing the cost of my life for 1 month, but in fact, the rent only is 3 times more expensive.
Yeah, rents in Dubai are crazy.
Yeah, so the first time I've been there, so just to give a little bit of context, I did Panama, I did Dubai as a single person, then I met my wife, and then we moved back here in Panama. We enjoyed it, we had great time here, and when summer came, as always, we come back to East Europe, Belarus, and while I was there, I was close to Dubai, so I say, why not going again there, give it another chance as a family to see if there is a difference between being single and going there as a family.
So Julien's a little bipolar. It hasn't been completely diagnosed yet, but
Not yet. So yeah, I didn't love it first. I mean, it's great option, Dubai. I don't want to turn this video in Dubai bashing, because I think it's a fantastic option and I think it can suit a lot of people. Just not for me, that's it. I mean, I can deal with it. I can be there, but I'm just not as happy as when I'm here. Like, that's the thing, and I'm spending double, triple. So at some point, you just make your calculation and that's it. So yeah, I try as a family there. It's great. There is a lots of theme park, aqua park. I mean, you name it. They have it all. Like, it's great for family, for fun. But again, the all-you-can-eat buffet syndrome hits again, and yeah, once you've done all the theme park in the first 1-2 months, okay, well, what else?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's coming back to, you have a nice walk down your building, you have some nice restaurant, some nice friend, and does it worth paying like?
And the pollution.
Yeah, let's come to
That's something no one ever discusses about Dubai.
It's true. Like, lots of entrepreneurs are moving to Dubai. Wow, it's it's amazing. They never talk about pollution, and I mean, I'm making business, I'm making money to live long and healthy, and not to die early. So I want to enjoy my life, and I feel staying in Dubai is gonna be a problem for my health and my family health. So that's also one big point making me going out of Dubai, because I mean, I have a little bit of asthma, so I might be more impacted than normal people. But even if you don't have any like respiratory problem, you might still feel like it's not good air. It's when you breathe full, you don't breathe full. Like you feel like it.
And schools?
School, they're pretty expensive. They're good. You have some good international schools, so there is some great option. It's a bigger city than here, so obviously they have more options. The price is about like more than the double than here for the same standard. I mean, American school. In Panama, we have American school. In Dubai, we had American school, Canadian school. I mean, English-speaking school. And basically, you're paying in Dubai maybe 1,200 for half day. Here, you pay 580 for full day.
Okay, 580 per month for school.
And I prefer the accent here.
Yeah.
So basically, they're not fluent. They don't have an accent like you, a real American, I would say, or English, like fluent speaker. But it's a little bit better. Obviously, in Dubai, you have Indian, Pakistanis staff helpers, and they have this accent.
You don't want your child to speak with an Indian accent?
No, not really. I mean, it's not the one that I mean, it's not my favorite. I don't say my accent is great, by any means. Like, it's not that good. I need to practice more. Yeah, I prefer the accent here. I mean, it's American accent with a little bit of, you can hear a little bit of Spanish in the background, but it's great accent, so I prefer it. Yeah.
What about banking?
Banking, I think both are really interesting option. I will say for the strength of the bank, Dubai might win because it's backed by the government. So yeah, I think the banks are pretty solid in Dubai. In Panama, they are quite well managed. It's like since decade, it's a financial hub. So no problem here. Like all the big head in the world, they have money here. So if they were not trusting the jurisdiction, they wouldn't put any pens here. But basically, the service in the bank is not as good in Dubai than it is here.
Yes.
I will say the whole experience in Dubai, you are here as a guest in the country. Mm-hmm. The visa system, you have to renew every 2 years. You restart all the process, blah blah blah. I mean, you update. It's not as a pain as when you first come, but still, every 2 years, paper again, paper.
Yeah.
And here, once you become resident, I mean, you're resident for life. You become permanent resident. You have to keep your status to come like once every 24 months. But basically here you can feel home, and you feel home for banking too. I will explain myself. So when my first Emirate ID, almost at the expiration date, I received a kindly email from my bank in Dubai saying, well, You have 1 month to update your new Emirate ID. If not, we will lock your account.
Yeah, I had exactly the same thing in Oman.
So yeah, I don't like this feeling of always being just a guest. Not that I want to mix with the population. I just want to feel home, to feel confidence with the future that I can see long term. And that's not something you can feel in Dubai, unfortunately. For now, I know they are working a lot on it. They were even speaking of giving citizenship, but wait for it. It's not tomorrow. But they're aware of the problem. If they want to have like a population that stays, they need to make people feel home. So I think they, at some point, going to work on it. Same for air pollution. We were talking about it. They are doing things to improve it. Over the last 4 years, something like this, they reduced it from few percent already. Mm-hmm. It's going to take decades before it become like here, because in comparison, Panama, Dubai, I think here it's 6 or 8 times less polluted.
Yeah, big difference, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty, like if you go on the website, I don't remember, Air Quality Suisse, something like this, you will see that Panama is most of the time green, which is exceptional for quite a big city. At the end of the day, it's 1 million people living here, and it's pretty good air quality, and it's great. Dubai is really like at the level, I think it's just behind some Indian or Chinese. I think it's even worse than some Chinese cities, which are like famous for being like extremely polluted. So that's one point. And maybe we can touch a little bit on like regulation, like the bureaucracy. We can say bureaucracy also in English. Yeah. I feel it's becoming like heavier and heavier in Dubai. And if you never came here in Panama, you don't really know what's freedom. I would say I mean, maybe there is some other country that will
just
give you this feeling.
COVID.
Yeah, except COVID, of course. But if you're someone who always have been living in the West, I would say you need to come once in a country like this one, and you will understand like this feeling, this vibe of freedom that you cannot like express through a camera, through an interview. But
it's like no one really
you're
cares.
left alone.
Yeah.
The word is you're left alone.
Because no one cares.
No one cares. That's the thing. In Dubai, as I say, you always have to renew your ID, your stuff. You're always in touch a little bit with. You always ask some papers, some stuff. I will give some random things so you understand. Once I sold an office chair because I was moving, and I just go down with the office chair in the elevator, and the security guard arrived, say, you need a moving permit for this, you could get a fine, but it's okay for this time. I'm paying $8,000 rent without electricity, internet, and everything. Gosh. So I'm like... cost me a arm and a leg, and I'm treated like really bad. Like I didn't like this feeling at all. Same like I never use my card to the access card building. I don't like to have things in my pocket. So basically, I mean, there is concierge. I think we pay service charge for that, for someone to activate the door, to unlock the door, and like once in every month or so, the guy decided, and my brother is living in these buildings in 3 years. They saw me like, I mean, they see me every day. Yeah. And once every month and a half, they decide they don't recognize me. Are you living here? You contract, like what's the name on the contract? They do like a full check on you, ID, everything. Once it was so bad, I had my wife coming down to open the door for me. $8,000 rent. Yeah. That's like top class service. So it's some details, but it's just to illustrate how terrible can be your life in small things like this. And the issue...
In Dubai, you're always a second-tier citizen. Well, not a citizen. You're just a second-tier...
Guest.
Second-tier guest. That's the right way of putting it.
And the thing is, like all the people in the management team, in the building, in restaurant and stuff like this, there are Indians and Pakistanis, and I don't want to do any racism with what I'm gonna say right now, but we don't think the same way. We're not wired the same way, and the fact they are the one who need to make you comply with regulation and stuff, and they get fired super easily. So they are under pressure, so they make sure everything is like like to the T, which you don't have here. Like here, it's more like okay,
it's more flexible. You can talk your way. You can talk your way out of situations.
If they make your life impossible here, they ask you like a bunch of paper for no matter what. Like I don't know, you want to open a contract or something. Okay, you say that's what you have on your paper. What's the second way?
Yeah.
And it opens doors all the time. Like there is always a way. And in Dubai, it's missing a bit this. There is always a way. There is no way because there is rules. It's strict, and but it's why it's working well as well. Like it's clean, it's neat. It's it's pristine. Like I was living in Marina. I mean, you can eat on the floor. It's great. You can leave your iPhone, your MacBook. This you already heard it.
Here you can occasionally fall into the gutters.
yeah. Here the sidewalk are a bit, But the story you heard on YouTube saying like, oh, I left my iPhone, I left my wallet in a restaurant or something. It's totally true. Like the girlfriend of my brother, she left on the sidewalk or MacBook Air because she was smoking a cigarette. She wanted to light and she started to speak about something else. She forget the MacBook Air for 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, she came back. The MacBook was here. In front of our school. The thing is, there is so much camera. You stole it. I mean, you take it even if you don't want to steal it. People won't try because they will think the camera will think they are going to steal it and they might get some trouble. So people just don't touch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the safety is like to the roof. I wouldn't say the safety is bad here, not at all. It's pretty good if you stay like in the center, in the city center. Of course, if you go out, if you go in the suburb, in the poor district, where you will never go as an expat, but if you go there, there is some drugs, there is some gangs and stuff like this, but it's not as bad as I would say maybe Colombia or Mexico. I think it's getting better, but I think it's safer here. It's
safer.
It's safer here.
But it's not Dubai safe, but it's for Latin America. It's very safe here.
It's very safe. I feel extremely safe. I mean, coming from Europe, where violence is everywhere now. Like you walk in Paris, you go like 2 weeks on holidays in Paris. You will see someone getting stolen. You will see someone yelling or insulting you in the street. You will see something like you will be in contact with violence within 1-2 weeks.
Yeah.
In more than 5 years here, I've never seen any scene of violence here. Anything, not a single one.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Look, at the end of the day, both destinations are very viable destinations.
Extremely.
Again, I'll just add that from a nature point of view, though Dubai has all the deserts and the oasis, and there's Oman that's pretty close by. Here, there's more for hiking, swimming, surfing. You're an hour flight away from Costa Rica, from Colombia, all that. So there's like a lot. I'd say there's probably a bit more to do here than in Dubai.
It depends what you want.
Let's say
if you want theme park and stuff like this, Dubai is the place. If you want nature, I mean, it has a lot to offer here. Huh?
Yeah. But Dubai also.
Yeah, you are in Oman and stuff like this. You have some great place too. Yeah, it's both extremely good option. I think it's in the top 10 of the list of like the best destination to relocate yourself and reduce your tax at the same time. So I feel confident both destinations are extremely good. It just depends on you, what you're willing to pay, how much you need to be in Dubai. Because there is some people, they would prefer being in Dubai because it's closer to Europe.
For Americans, this here makes more sense. Canadians, Panama.
So it really depends like where you need to be. Dubai is a better hub if you want to travel the world because you go easily in Asia, you go easily in Europe, East Europe. I mean, it's well deserved. Panama is greatly deserved as well, and they built the second airport. I don't know if you saw. Now there is Terminal 2, so they're ready to get some more tourists and more like connecting flight. It's like the main destination for connecting flight. And the local company, by the way, is the one the most on time in all Latin America, Copa Airline. So it's still okay to move around, but you maybe have more option in Dubai.
Yeah, cool. I think this was an interesting discussion. So if you're interested in moving to Panama, there's a link below with more information on how to move to Panama. There's also an email below. You can contact the gentleman there. If you want to move to Dubai, he'll give you a quote if you want to create a company, etc., to be able to move to Dubai. generally speaking, it's easier and more affordable to move to Panama.
Getting the residency permit is 30% cheaper, and then you get the permanent residency that you don't need to renew after.
Yeah.
It's over. After you finish the process, in Dubai, you will have always to do it again. So it's like
Panama's a better plan B. Plan A, up to you. Plan B, Panama's always better, essentially.
Yeah, I would say so.
Cool.
Thank you very much. It was a
Julien,
pleasure.
thank you.
Bye.
Make sure to download my free ebook, 12 Mistakes to Avoid When Investing in International Real Estate, which you can find on my website, link below. And feel free to follow me on Instagram @TheWandering Investor. I look forward to hearing from you.